Standing well in gate 2. They're off and running. A little bit of a staggered start. Coming out very quickly, Audacious is going to lead on, settling down, but booting through on the inside. Speed of Sound will take up the running. Speed of Sound is going to lead Audacious, and back in third. Then on the outside of them, Concrete Solution. Then came, tucked away on the inside, Hugo Blue. Going forward deep around the outside, Justifiably So. Followed then by Rodeo Drive. Moon Alphabet, they race together with Wireframe. And at the tail of the field is Closing Time as they run towards that top turn, around about 750 out, and still up front Wireframe, taken on by Speed of Sound, taken on by Concrete Solution. 3 deep the outside, Justifiably So, and they cut away with a big margin. They're about 7 and 8 lengths in front, ahead of the rest, headed by Hugo Blue, and then came over on the inside Rodeo Drive, Moon Alphabet. They're around the bend for home, and in front we've got taking over Concrete Solution. Over on the inside, Speed of Sound, followed then by down the outside is Justifiably So, and he raced up and took the lead away. Justifiably So got clear from Concrete Solution. A long way back, Speed of Sound, but it's all Justifiably So down to the wire, and he beats Concrete Solution. Third is going to be Hugo Blue, and then came Rodeo Drive, who runs fourth. Speed of Sound was next, followed then by a good way back behind him Wireframe. He never got in. Starter has them, they're off and running. Bit of a stagger start. Premiato was slow and astride, and also Mom Jen didn't catch it that well. Coming out very quickly, Bright Mind to lead on, settling down from Hang Loose, who's up to second, and back in third spot then is Margot. Followed by on the inside of Margot is Go G Go, and booting up underneath them all then is Flare Bottom as they run towards that top turn. Very wide Street Queen. Then came Work From Home, followed by On The Rails, then making a bit of steady ground was Work From Home. And back at the tail of the field, it looks like Mom Jen as they run down the side. They've got about 650 to go. Up front, Bright Mind shot away with a 3-length margin. In second spot, Hang Loose. Third then is Margot, and in the identical colours outside of Margot is Go G Go. Getting a bit closer, Street Queen, then Flare Bottom, and starting to tack onto them there's Moderna as they come towards the corner, and around the bend for home, Bright Mind. In the centre, Hang Loose. Coming up them 3 deep, Margot sneaking up on the inside, Street Queen at the 200 metres. In front, Bright Mind clinging on for dear life, taken on and headed by Margot, who darted away, and Margot skipped away. Margot darted clear, will beat Hang Loose as they run down to the wire. Margot first, Hang Loose second. Third is going to be Work From Home, followed then by Close Up.
Stand by, racing. I under oath. Throws 40 to the outer path, saving some ground and grabbing the lead now. His authentication showing speed is Lucky Gem. User is running in fourth, down on the inside in fifth position. Is Gemma Bell next in line, is Wild is the Wind. Then a far behind, the Justice Prevails and Borderline. Back to the leader, Authentication, a pace setter this time by 2 lengths. Over Lucky Gem in second, another 2 lengths back in third is User. Wild is the Wind is running in fourth, then moving up in between those two is Gemma Bell, then still in fifth position, or still in sixth position is I Under Oath, and they move to the fourth turn, Authentication still dictates the pace against Lucky Gem, working hard on the outside is User, down on the inside is Wild is the Wind. Gemma Bell, I Under Oath, here comes Justice Prevails, 200 meters left to go. Authentication still in front, and late surging and moving up down on the inside, about to grab the lead is Wild is the Wind. Coming from behind, it's Wild is the Wind is the winner for that third race. Over Authentication, Lucky Gem was third. They're off and racing. That is Sun to the other path, jabs 40 in the middle portion is Bosuno now to take the early lead. It's now Bosuno, then right behind in second, moving up to the inside, a long shot through blue. Then running third by the rail is Mendel Bell. In between those two is entry number 3, that is VG, followed by Love on top, that is Sun. Then second last is Kino Speaker, now pass approaching, and third in the group is Sweet the Money, but not far behind. And they move to the fourth turn. It's now entry number 5, True Blue, the longest shot by a length and a half. Once again, closing in is Mendel Bell together with Bosuno in the middle and working hard on the outside, and a very fast now on the far outside in yellow cap, and that is VG. That's the favorite as they race the final home turn. It's Mendel Bell, the leader by 2 lengths, and coming quickly down on the inside now is VG, and down the stretch they come, Mendel Bell and VG matching their strides. It's now VG and Mendel Bell fighting it out, but VG gets a length and a half advantage against Mendel Bell. Sweet the Money, and here's the finish line. VG wins the 4th race of
drama out wide with Red Queen. They're off and running, and she caught it okay. Red Queen away very quickly in the centre, though, was Queen of the Nile, who's going to lead on settling down. Queen of the Nile leads Red Queen. Back in third then is Maybell, and on the outside of Maybell, Morning After striding forward. Then came Durian, making ground through. On the inside of them is Blackjack, in that Blackjack, I should say, in that lime jacket with the red cap. Now, worse than midfield, we've got Black Prism, followed by Upscale Bell, who's a long way back. Ruby Bell is the tail ender, and 15 off them. They're going at pretty fair tempo as they start the circle down the side towards the home turn. Red Queen, the favourite, travelling like a winner. 2 in advance. In second spot is Queen of the Nile. There's a long gap back to the rest, and they're headed by Blackjack, making a bit of steady ground. Then came Morning After, followed by Maybell a long way back. Gazuno Magnifico, they're in the straight, and Red Queen running strongly. Red Queen away with a 3-length margin, trying to close on the outside. Blackjack and battling away, then Queen of the Nile, but it's Red Queen running strongly. Red Queen at the 150, 2 in advance. Blackjack trying to get on terms with Red Queen, but Red Queen too good, beats Blackjack. Third is going to be Maybell, followed then by Durian, and then came Upscale Bell, who off and running, and slow and astride Peerless. Now dipping soon after, I should say. Maria's Legacy might have got caught on heels there, but away very quickly and going straight to the front. Tokyo Rumba in second spot is Tatler's Story, and back to third is One of a Kind, your favourite. About 4 or 5 back, then Surplus Boy. On the inside of him is Private Dining. Now Maria's Legacy dipped badly after the start, might have got on heels, and at the tail of the field is Peerless. They're strung out over about 20 lengths here as they go to the top turn and they start the circle down the side. Tokyo Rumba, and he's rolling freely in front. He's got about an 8-length margin. In second spot is Tatler's Story, then One of a Kind, followed by Surplus Boy, who spots his leader about 12 and 14 lengths. Onto the home turn, and he's all out on his lonesome for the moment. Tokyo Rumba, he's gone quick. Can he keep going? Tokyo Rumba, he's starting to take fairy-like steps at the 200 and reeling him in very quickly. One of a Kind, Tokyo Rumba, he's running on empty. One of a Kind is flying late. Tokyo Rumba, One of a Kind. Here's Surplus Boy, he's going to blow them all away. Surplus Boy right over the top of them, beat One of a Kind. Tokyo Rumba third, then Tatler's Story, followed by Private Dining, and then came
They're off and racing. Galloping goes as expected. Jams 40. Marengo showing speed second. Running in 30. School Mom. Then saving some ground and taking the third spot now. He's Ruled the World. Golden Arias down in fourth. Not on the inside. He's Queen Bell. And pass approaching now. He's Step Bell. Then a far behind the G City and Batang Morong. And heading towards the midway point. Still ahead. Galloping goes being hassled now by Marengo. Aleng Kanap back in third is Ruled the World. Other Aleng back in fourth position is Golden Aria. Here comes Step Bell, now takes the fifth spot, and coming closely now is Queen Bell. Then another gap by Kulmama far behind to G City and Batang Morong. 400 meters left to go. The lead is taken over now by Marengo. Marengo by half a length over Galloping Goes, trying to come back in the middle portion. Joining them 3 wide is Rule the World. And as they come to the top of the stretch, it's Marengo and Galloping Goes matching their strikes. Galloping Goes once again trying to come back now to grab the leader. It's now Galloping Goes back on top against Marengo. Rule the World trying its best on the outside. And as they hit the wire, Galloping Goes takes the last race. Second, Rule the World, Marengo. Then Kulma.